For this particular one, it's important to, before you start, to take a look at the photo. This photo right here is showing you where it actually wants to put the water. It wants the water on the inside part of this table. So let's go ahead and get started on this one. So I'm gonna hit start. We're gonna grab the elliptical marquee. Now I already had it selected, so I'm gonna reselect it. And then what we're trying to do is we're trying to get it to fit inside of here. So we're gonna start kind of around this area and we're gonna start to drag. Now, here's a trick. If you want to get this to work right the first time, what you can do is you can start to drag, don't let go of your mouse button, and then go ahead and press your space bar down. If you press your space bar down and have your mouse button held down, it will allow you to move this thing around, I should say. So now what I'm trying to do is over here on the left-hand side, I'm trying to get this area right here to line up. So if I click, I start to move it down using my space bar, I can let go of my space bar, but keep my mouse button held down and I can move this. It takes just a minute to get used to like the little finger gymnastics for this, but I think this is a much faster way once you get used to it than the methodology that they're using. Now we could still make some adjustments. I'm going to command T to zoom in. So you can kind of see I kind of missed this little part. So we're going to use their method to resize this because it's pretty close, but it's not exactly perfect. So now that that's set, go ahead and click next. And then we're going to transform this selection. What this is going to allow us to do is we'll be able to drag. Now, if you just drag without holding the shift key, they decided a couple of years ago that you didn't need to hold the shift key, which was kind of frustrating because in almost every other application, you have to hold the shift key to keep things proportional. But with this, you're using the shift key to distort the actual circle a little, or the ellipse a little bit. So it's only affecting the one bounding box that you're selecting. Oops. I'm gonna use my space bar again to be able to turn it into the move tool, or the hand, I should say. And I can drag this over and take a look over here. I'm gonna hold down the shift key. I'm gonna bring that one in a little bit. Now yours may vary a little bit. You basically want it to fit right at the edge of this desk and right at the edge of this side. And you want this side to be not overlapping the table. And you want this side, I'm gonna move this one in just a little bit. So I'm gonna grab my shift key and I'm gonna drag that in just a little bit. So now I'm gonna press Command 0 to zoom all the way out, and I'm gonna click Next. Now from here, it wants you to select the inverse. Now this is the part that I was running into issues because it didn't actually tell you to accept the transformation. So you're gonna click the check mark up here. Now you're gonna be able to do the inverse. So what this does is it selects everything except the center. Now, when they did this, I don't know that I would go back in and really make adjustments to this if you need to. If it's overlapping really weirdly, here's how you can fix it. If you click on this link between the layer and the mask, and you make sure you have the mask selected, the way you can tell is see how there's these little white corners? That means the picture is selected. This means the mask is selected. If they're unlinked, this is going to allow you to change just the mask. So you could actually do Command T. Oh, actually, that's not going to work. Now that I think about that, let's do Command and click on the mask. All right, I'm overthinking it. This is going to be a little more complicated than I thought, so I'm going to leave that alone. If yours is messed up, let me know. I'll talk to you one-on-one and show you on your machine what to do to fix that. With this, we can click Next, and then go ahead and save that. And again, if yours doesn't kind of match up towards the edge, let me know, and I'll show you a way to fix that individually on your machine.